400 years of facades in one sweep, a river that bends like a crescent moon, and more protected buildings than anywhere in France after Paris. If you think Bordeaux is just wine, this city is about to prove you wrong. In the next minutes, I'll show you the stone, the water, the light, and a couple of smart tricks locals use every day to make the most of it. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Burak's Journey for more smart, walkable city guides. Place de la Bourse is the opening chord. Cross to the riverside and face the Miroir d'eau, the water mirror. It runs through 3 moods on a loop: mirror, mist, shallow pool. When the wind drops, you get a razor-clean reflection of the whole 18th century facade. When the jets hiss, a low fog rolls in and turns the square into a stage. The sweet spot is blue hour. Stone goes honey gold, sky goes deep cobalt, and the mirror locks. Lower your camera to belt height, and the skyline doubles like a playing card. That's your postcard without a filter. Walk the river kerm and you understand why UNESCO protects the ensemble here, not just single monuments. Same stone, same cornice heights, same rhythm of windows. Bordeaux is harmony by design. Look back from the right bank lawns around Parc aux Angéliques and you'll see the whole crescent in one glance. It's the simplest free viewpoint in town and somehow still a local secret. Cut inland to Place de Quinconces, one of Europe's largest city squares. The Monument aux Girondins is drama in bronze and spray, hippocamps rearing, liberty breaking chains on the column above. It's Bordeaux in 2 symbols, vine and port, wealth from the land and the water. Fairs and festivals set up here, but even on a quiet day, the scale resets your sense of space. Follow the tree alleys, planted in a Quinconces pattern, 5 like the dots on a dice, and the square suddenly feels like a gigantic garden room. Bordeaux's skyline is a conversation between spires and domes. Saint-André Cathedral is the serious voice. Next door, Tour Pey-Berland is the lookout. Climb for rooftop geometry and a clean read of the river's sea curve. Across town, Basilique Saint-Michel sends up a needle-thin arrow that turns amber at dusk. Its surrounding quarter is lively, market-driven, and slightly bohemian. For the city's everyday heartbeat, drift onto Rue Sainte-Catherine, one of Europe's longest pedestrian shopping streets. Here's a small Bordeaux party trick. Notice how the trams glide through the historic center with no overhead cables. They use ground power in the core, so your skyline shots stay clean. No wires cutting domes or cornices. It's a modern fix that quietly protects the old view. If you want Bordeaux without the crowds, step into Saint-Pierre. Narrow lanes, carved lintels, tiny squares where the sun pours in for 20 minutes and then moves on. Grosse Cloche, the old belfry gate, looks like a storybook drawing and photographs best in the soft light after breakfast. Keep walking and you'll trip into hidden courtyards, private worlds behind heavy doors. When one opens, peek respectfully. Bordeaux is full of second scenes. Hunger calls at Marché des Capucins, the city's pantry. Go early. Oysters on ice next to pyramids of citrus, knives flashing at a butcher's block, steam curling off a plancha. Do it like locals. A plate of 6 oysters with lemon, a slice of jambon beurre, and a cannelé to finish. If you like the crust extra crackly, ask it for bien caramélisé. That tiny phrase buys you the good stuff.
Now the wine, without the cliché. Start underground at the Wine and Trade Museum for the trade routes, barrels, and the claret connection to Britain. Then fast forward to the future at Cité du Vin. The building curves like a swirl in a glass, and the exhibits turn grape, history, and culture into something you feel, not just read. Your ticket typically includes a top-floor tasting with a skyline sweep. Sip, look, and the city starts to make even more sense. If you want art that moves, literally, head to Bassins de Lumières, a World War II submarine base converted into a giant digital canvas. Masterpieces ripple across concrete walls and pool on the water below. Walk slowly, and your reflection becomes part of the show. It's cool, cavernous, and unforgettable on a hot day. Bridges here are signatures. Pont de Pierre, the stone bridge, ties the classical riverfront together. At sunrise, it's a lesson in texture, every joint lit like a line of poetry. Downstream, Pont Jacques Chaban-Delmas lifts for ships like a modern sculpture. When the towers glow at night, you get the new Bordeaux in one frame. For the city's merchant soul, wander Chartrons. Old negotiant warehouses now house antique shops, galleries, and column cafes. On market days, the Quai fills with stalls. Maps with curled edges, enamel signs, glassware that looks like it belongs in a grandmother's dining room and somehow works in a modern kitchen. It's easy to lose an hour here and come away with a story in your pocket. Cross back to the right bank and you hit Darwin ecosystem. Graffiti walls, skate bowls, repurposed hangars. It's Bordeaux's experimental side. Upcycling, co-working, urban farms. The contrast with the honey-colored classical facades is the whole point. This is a city that keeps its ensemble intact while trying new verses. If you're chasing a single walk that explains the place, try this loop. Start Place de la Bourse, Miroir for the Mirror Show, curve the quays north to Chartrons for Merchant Bones, cross to Cité du Vin and Chaban-Delmas for the modern chapter, cut over the bridge to the right bank lawns for the skyline view, recross on Pont de Pierre into Saint-Pierre for lanes and bells, finish at Quinconces under Liberty's bronze spray. One arc, stone to steel, water to wine. A few smart habits locals swear by. Timing is everything. Blue hour at the Water Mirror, early morning at Saint-Pierre, late golden light on Pont de Pierre. Mind your shoes. Bordeaux is flat but paved. Comfortable soles keep you filming longer. Taste with confidence. In wine bars, ask for a flight to compare left bank versus right bank without buying full bottles. Spitting is normal in tastings. No one judges. Respect the ensemble. Don't climb monuments or sit on fragile balustrades. The city protects the whole picture. Two last tidbits. First, that perfect skyline view without a ticket. Walk 10 minutes along the right bank to the long lawns by the water. Frame the classical facades across the river, and the trams will slide through your shot. With no wires above, Bordeaux's quiet magic trick. Second, for your cannelé test, buy one warm and one cooled. Listen for the shell's tap. If it clicks like a tiny drum, you found your baker. That's Bordeaux in one living sentence. A river curve, a stone ensemble, a modern layer, and a rhythm you feel more with each block. Which scene are you filming first? The mist rolling over the water mirror or the bronze geysers at Quinconces? If this helped you see the city clearly, give it a big like and subscribe to Burak's journey, and tell me your own Bordeaux secret in the comments so we can build the next walk together.